Here's your boy DC Curry. Boy, y'all really have impressed me. Y'all are soldiers, willing to go and put your life.
We'll fight.
Go fight for this country.
Yes, sir.
Go fight for this country.
For my neighborhood.
Yeah, send your sons over there.
My country, 'tis of thee.
'Tis of thee, sweet land
of liberty.
Of a little booty.
Of thee I see.
Oh, liberty.
Oh, thee I see.
In all seriousness, America's supposed to have the #1 military in the world. We
Yeah, supposed to.
We do.
And also, Russia's supposed to be #2, and them 50 million Ukrainians putting their foot off in their ass.
Yeah.
Right. Number
So
two.
supposed to be is a big ass supposition.
China's #2. Russia's supposed to be #3.
#3, whatever, 2, 3. Ukraine ain't nowhere in the top 10.
Ain't nowhere in the top 10 whooping their ass on the
Ain't
ground.
had a hit since Little Richard.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, China got no body.
They ain't supposed to be able to fight off Russia for a month.
It depends on the level of aggression that Russia's trying to use. I don't know if Russia's using their full. I think they want to leave some stuff intact. They ain't just trying to just pillage the whole land. They're trying to leave stuff intact.
Like
Why
what?
you-
For example, they done bombed the churches, they done bombed the schools, they hit the nursery center, they hit the pregnant hospital, they hit the hospitals, they hit the shopping center.
Yeah.
Now what is it you think they trying to preserve? The liquor store?
Stupid.
Putin set this up years ago.
You got
Fields, they
food.
trying to preserve the fields.
I mean, stuff that grow your fruit and all that stuff.
They
man.
bombed the cornfield.
Nah, they ain't gonna touch it,
But
man.
DC,
They don't give a mission.
Ukraine gotta take a little bit of honest on it because they know this about to happen because Putin set this in motion years ago when he started building his own pipeline across Ukraine to get to Europe.
Actually,
And
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
they had a pipeline under the water going from Ukraine to Russia, and when he finished his pipeline, that's when he said, "Okay, I don't need them now to get to Europe for this who were buying the oil and gas from him."
Now, I think he had it in his mind, but when he had the unsupervised meeting with Donald Trump,
Yep.
Donald
there
Trump,
you go.
Donald Trump advised him when he asked Trump about what if I do this or that. Donald Trump said, America ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
If I don't become the president and Biden is the president, they are scared. I know you've been to the army, so you say America ain't scared of shit. Trump told them if Biden becomes the president, America is scared of your nuclear weapons and you can make your move.
And
And
did
nobody has said that.
What did Trump say? If I'm
But I
president,
believe
I'll
that.
blow you up.
Yeah, I'm about to say that
Trump said, if I'm president, you don't even have to worry about it.
So it's
Right. Just do what
I
you
ain't
want to do.
gonna
What's
come
the
over.
difference? What's the difference? America wasn't going to do it because America is a place where they can't do anything. We NATO. It's part of NATO.
Or America can
if we
shut off
we're
that.
arrogant. We go over
America
there.
can shut off that airspace.
But we did. I mean, Germany.
did not. We didn't. No, we didn't.
No, Germany shut it off, and then America sanctioned them.
American did not send them planes over there and make it impossible for the Russians to fly.
But it wasn't an American war.
Yeah, that's
it
not
wasn't
our problem.
It wasn't our war.
That's not our
It's not
problem.
If
problem.
we supposed to be the superpower
Yeah, but-
of the world,
What-
we supposed to be the leaders of democracy, blah, blah, blah. We supposed to be the peace. The President of the United States is supposed to be the most powerful man in the world.
But we just
And you
got our
saying
troops.
we have no responsibility. Now the hypocrisy of it that I will agree with you on is, how in the hell we gonna tell other countries how to treat their people? And we being mistreated over here in this country.
I agree,
You
but
speak
why
from
are we
a-
going right back over there after we just did a full movement?
So
and,
you saying-
and brought everybody back home? Now you want to send us back over there?
So you saying
to
the hell,
Finnegan
the
part?
hell with Ukraine?
Well,
I'm gonna tell you something else.
If you
It's not
want
our
me to-
battle.
And do you
in a
not
sense-
think about-
in a sense, if you want to put it like that, that's what I'm
Yeah, the
saying.
hell with
Okay,
Ukraine.
And do you not think about? Do you feel bad about the refugees?
I do.
I don't.
You do.
But I don't feel
You
bad
don't
because they
feel
kick
bad
black
about
people out.
refugees
They
fleeing
kick
Ukraine?
black people out, so I don't feel.
Yeah, I don't like how they've been treating the blacks.
Okay, well, how
Okay.
did you feel when the Haitians were trying to come across the water over here and the crackers were on horses chasing niggas?
I just thought
Back
that was really
across the water.
I just thought that was really messed up.
Yeah.
But you
But how are we going to help that
talking
situation?
about-
Are you going
Like
to
I said, I don't
take your
feel bad
horses
for
over there and
refugees.
fight for the Haitians? I mean, you said we America can't fight for
If you're
everybody.
going to say America and we and America this and America that, then we are the ones that denied the refugees safe haven, the refugees from Haiti safe haven. But see, they black.
And I didn't agree with that at all.
They're black.
Right.
So America is going to mistreat, not let these refugees in because they're black. And then we going to send them. Today, they sent Ukraine $800 million.
800 million.
Worth of aid.
Ain't no telling what
For
that
the
is.
military.
And we're sending them
feel
jets.
so bad because the
And we got all these homeless people
refugees
here.
over there being
Right.
displaced.
Yeah.
But
I'm just talking about I'm talking about the
hypocrisy.
hypocrisy.
And I agree with you on that part.
You're
Like, I
right.
rock with you on that part.
Hypocrisy is you're
Like,
right.
you ask
all the
me,
way
I don't
around.
feel bad for
Blacks have been
refugees.
treated bad all over this world. So blacks do not have a united fight. We don't have. We don't have the Black Panthers no more. We don't have none of that.
Black
to fight.
Panther ain't got nothing to do with the war.
I'm saying the Black Panthers. We don't have that united
The hell?
fight anymore. We just a part of the world right now. We try to survive.
Your
We don't have no
synopsis is something
poor
else,
like that. We ain't got no organization of black people that gonna go to Haiti and help Haitian people. We don't have no black people gonna go to Ukraine and help the black people in Ukraine. They got
I'm
kicked
just
off the
saying
thing.
we did not even welcome them as refugees, realizing that there was political unrest.
Because we don't
over
have
there.
that power,
and
black
they were
people.
facing this. We don't have
The black people don't have the power.
okay.
The whites
But you're
don't give a
supposed to
damn.
have the same patriotic feeling and go die for your country. That's what I'm saying.
I feel you, brother. But we don't have that power to call
I
none
don't
of them
have. I
shots.
shouldn't have no patriotic feeling for what's going on in Ukraine. For what?
Right.
I have no patriotic feeling. Now, as a person of color, as a person of color, when I watch what they did with the Haitians and horses and stuff like that, I should feel something.
Yeah.
Because of the fact, like, man, like, why are they doing that? I mean, their Haitians is evacuating that because of the way and stuff everything's run. Ukraine is getting overran after they was taking so many warnings. So, all right, to me, that's just a thing of bad leadership. And like I said, I don't feel it. I hate to say it. Now, I got a friend of mine who's got a wife that's got relatives over there. I feel bad for them because that's a personal connection. But watching it and everything, I'm just glad it ain't happening over here.
I actually feel bad for the people over there getting killed.
Yeah, man.
Now, it did make me feel kind of funny when I saw them throw the black folk off the bus.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, this black-white thing is universal, man.
Yeah, but
Thank
if
you.
I was an African and white people trying to come to Africa, I'm gonna kick your white ass off too. I'm gonna say, hey, I got my hyenas and my goddamn gorillas gotta get over
Well,
here
you
before
say that, but let me say this. And then we'll move on. Black folk historically have been more accommodating and more receptive to
Than
other
any
people
other race,
than
all day.
other
Always.
races.
Always.
So you say if you in Africa and white folk trying to get on the bus and escape, you throw them off, but
No,
that's
we
not
always
what
have.
history has
Yeah,
said.
that's just
If you
not.
were behind
If
a
you go
white
into any
motherfucker,
neighborhood,
it's not
if you
deep
go
in
into
our
any
nature.
neighborhood in America, you will see white men begging in impoverished black neighborhoods because
That is
they
no
know,
lie.
even though economically, statistically, it is a fact that black folk are less well off than white folk. Why would a
All you gotta
poor
do is get
white
off at
man
Cleveland
come
Avenue.
to a black neighborhood and beg?
Right.
Because
No
Because
matter.
he knows that
That's
black
where the
folk are
support
more
is at.
accommodating and more,
Yeah,
and
because
more
no
benevolent.
matter how poor or no matter how rich a black man is, you've never heard anybody talking about, well, I got harassed or white person go home or Asian go home when they move into our neighborhoods. We don't do that. Like we don't tell you.
We
you
don't
can't
do
come
that.
in. We don't do that.
Poor
But
is
they'll
poor.
do it. Yeah, but
Poor
they'll-
is
But if
poor.
I was
but
on a
they'll-
train
but they'll do
and
it.
DC
They'll
was standing
do it
behind a
all
white
day.
man, I'm gonna take DC. If I was black and a white man was standing behind DC trying to get on somewhere, I'm gonna kick the white man off. That's
No,
me.
I would no.
Well, that's you. I'm gonna kick the
Man,
white man. Hey,
you and
I'm
DC
letting
be
that
like,
black brother
I
get
ain't
on
never
there.
known you to be violent, Bo.
Man, bro, y'all come on, man. That's just how we are. You
I ain't
know?
never seen you kick a can.
You already said
know
you
me
love.
very
You
well.
already told me you love Trump support.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. What the hell?
Let Trump on
So
for a
you-
little
Bo,
Obama.
you contradicting
On
yourself.
for a little
You
Obama.
would take the man with
you
the
bring
red.
You a hey Bo, you are a contradictor, bro.
Little Obama.
You a contradictor, bro.
But you bringing Kanye though.
I let Kanye
You are a
before I let
contradictor.
Kim on. I let Kanye on before I let Kim on too. Yeah.
I'm starting to not believe nothing you tell me about
You
you.
motherfucker.
And not to say that everything in this country
I'm
is.
Mississippi, brother.
Kanye
That's a whole
boy.
different look at me.
Mississippi guys just like you.
Look at
Kim
me.
blow a kiss at
You
you.
represent Mississippi.
White people. I know how to deal with
You
white people.
Kim blow a
I know
kiss
how
at
to
you, you be
talk- I know
like,
how to
Kanye,
talk
I'm
to white
sorry.
people. I know how to deal with white people.
You represent Mississippi
A
well.
black person any day.
Not to say that everything in
Yeah,
this
Kim blow a
country
kiss at you
is
dissing
black
Kanye.
and white, but that's what this show is about.
You dissing.
And
DisRace.
everything in this country
So you
is
can't tell me
pretty
that.
much.
You don't know me like that to say that to me.
It's pretty much black and white. If you look
Bo,
at
he ain't gotta know
when
you.
Ryan Coogler, the director of Black
You don't
Panther,
need him
is that
to-
his name Ryan Coogler.
That's it.
That's
went
it.
to the bank the other day to get his money and wrote the girl a note saying he want to be discreet, even though it wasn't a whole lot of money. But anyway, they called the police, man.
Yep.
They're only out here is the woman to show you how black folk can be brainwashed. The woman was black.
Yep.
The teller. That's the only thing that got their ass a little bit of grace. But even in that case, she'd been brainwashed. This man came in there, gave her his ID. She didn't even check the ID.
Count number.
Count number nothing. But wrote her a note. I want to draw 12 grand out my account. But I don't want to say it out loud. And the woman called the police. And the police came and handcuffed the man and all that before they realized it was his own account. He's trying to withdraw his own damn money. So for
You gotta go to
us
jail.
in America to be out policing, you know, other parts of the world, it's just hypocritical to me.
America got military bases in everybody country, but anybody got one in America. Ain't that something? Nobody has a military base in America, but we got military bases in everybody's country.
I'll go even deeper. Any country that's
It's called ultimate power,
I'll
bro.
go even deeper. Any country that's like close enough, we don't even allow them to have a good air force.
Right.
If you would think all the money that goes into Mexico from vacation, drugs and all that stuff, they don't have no jet. Not anything that can get up off the air that can
To get over
fight.
here.
Get over here. Think about it. Canada,
Right.
with all the money and stuff, suppose there's great economy in Canada. Canada's army is terrible. That ain't by accident now.
Right.
We ain't by
protecting them.
accident.
We protecting
America don't
them.
play.
Yeah.
Think about that.
America
Name me a Canadian fighter jet that they talk about. You ain't gonna see
I
one.
can't name too many jets, period.
But have you ever?
But I'm talking about racism in America.
Oh, yeah.
In a country where, see, this brown skin thing, man. Now you want to build a wall between Mexico and the United States,
Yeah,
but the border between Canada and the United States
wide open.
is way longer than the border between Mexico and the United States. But those are white people. Ain't nobody said nothing about building a wall to keep them out of here.
In defense of Canada, their women are absolutely gorgeous, so I wouldn't want to offend them.
I seen some pretty
Man.
I seen some pretty Mexicans.
It's a Mexican too, boy.
But still, old
But it's
Canada.
a brown
Well,
and
let
white.
the women over here, not the men.
It's a brown, black, and white thing.
I'm just saying, in defense of Canada, man. Woo.
Now, let's get white people. They are. Why did what? Like I said, I've always asked this question.
Go ahead,
Where
Kanye
did the
lover.
takeover come over when white people feel like we're smarter than the blacks and we can demand and take over their lives and control the world? When did this happen? What year, what time and space did the white people say, we're the minority, but you know, it's like anything else. When you're the minority, you want to fight to be the best. You want to fight to be the top. What did they take over and took all our rights from us black people? What did they, Africa?
When they brought us over here.
They brought us over here.
Man, you slow, Bo.
But I'm saying, but even Africa, how do we let them take over us in Africa?
But
Bo, you real slow, Bo.
I am, so I'm trying to find out. That's why I asked. Tell me
you,
what
you
your fans
don't
ask.
necessarily want to take over the population. See, that's the problem with democracy, where majority rules. See, when majority rules, that's what brings about all this racial problem, because
Yeah.
they don't want black people coming over here. Like I was saying, they let Canadian come over here
Yeah.
because they're white, but you don't want the Haitians coming over,
Yeah.
because if you sooner or later you're gonna have more minorities
Right.
than you got the majority.
Exactly.
So if you've established that a democracy where the majority rules,
Right.
but now you ain't in the majority no more,
Yeah.
you don't want no damn
Nah.
democracy.
I'm glad you said that. I used to tell people that, is it racism or majority rule? If you're in the majority, who you going to favor to?
Well, they go hand in hand.
You know what I'm saying? If you're
I'll
the
say one
majority-
thing in defense of white folk and this democracy shit.
Yeah.
If black folk were in the majority in this country,
We'll be in trouble.
Right.
Now,
Right.
white folk be in trouble.
They be in trouble. You be cleaning houses.
And we're not, and are nowhere close to it at 12, 13%.
Yeah.
But if the minorities bound together,
right.
Every Asian,
then there
Latino,
would be a problem.
That's right.
So what does a man who's in the majority does in a democracy? He comes up with shit to make the Mexicans hate the black folk and the black folk hate the orange. He's got to keep disruption amongst the minorities.
And the straight
because if
against
the
the gays and
minorities
everything.
all get together,
Yeah.
then he's in the minority, and the minorities as a group are the majority.
Yeah. Hey, they freaking out now because of the census report showed that there'll be the minority in the United States in another 4 years.
Yeah.
So they freaking out
Yeah, I
now.
don't know, 4 years, but is it 4 years?
It's
I
in
know it was
2050.
a few years.
2050, they be in a minority.
So
No,
in
I
that
was-
sense,
I
I
thought it
ain't
was-
mad at them for trying
I thought
to
it was
control
2028.
this and that and trying to control the population. You know, a lot of times it comes down to the numbers. It's just a shame that race is usually a part of that, particularly in America. If you ask me, why did Aaron Rodgers get the biggest NFL contract ever the other day? Why did Tom Brady come back and get a huge contract? Why is Olsen coming to the Atlanta Braves? $190-something million biggest.
They make
Atlanta
sure
Braves
those
guy.
guys got generational
Tom
wealth.
Why does a boy in the NBA,
Yeah.
I can't even call his name, make 200? Because
They want to make
if
sure they
you
got
look at the
generational wealth.
numbers, if you look at the athletes, and which is an arena where it's hard to deny talent. See, it's hard for you to say that this guy can outrun that guy if he can't. So it's an obvious display of athletic ability. But if you look at the people who watch and you look at the audience, I've said for years, how long are they gonna let, and you take the NBA for an extreme case, 90% of the crowds are white and 90% of the players are black.
Yep.
They have to create some white stars, man,
Yep. Yeah.
or they're gonna lose their fan base eventually.
Eventually.
So you look at what is Aaron Rodgers the best quarterback there ever was? You
No.
got to be shitting me.
No.
Tom Brady coming back, multi-million-dollar contract, Olsen with the Braves. They have to create, otherwise they're gonna lose a lot of the viewership. Now, why is a
Call
lot
marketing.
of the support? Why is a lot of the viewership not black?
Can't afford the
They
tickets.
can't afford it.
$5,000 seats in the front row in Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? For the tickets.
Yeah.
Cheapest seats in the house is $200.
So
Yeah.
we have fun where we can, and it's a little cheaper. Like Freaknik, now they done canceled that. I don't know what Mook gonna do for 2 weeks with no Freaknik.
Yeah, he bought he bought a brand new onesie. He showed it to me. Yeah.
Pornhub, baby.
I'm so glad that thing didn't go through to try to recreate something that was so special and unique. They didn't need to have it.
What, Freaknik?
Oh, yeah.
it's special.
Freaknik 92 and 93 now.
You
That was
glad
just
it didn't
epic.
go through?
I'm super happy. There's no way it was going to live up to the billing. They weren't going to do nothing but screw it up.
The city not gonna let them do it like they used to. Drive down the street, booty
Exactly,
hanging out.
man.
My buddy Bill Campbell ended that.
Yeah.
Bill Campbell was my
ended
my
it?
friend. He ended that Freaknik shit.
Well, once I got more mature, I
They
understood why.
busting them windows, huh?
Yeah, once I got more mature, I understood why they ended it. Now in the beginning, I was like, man, they taking it from me. When I got older, I was like, you know what? It'd be kind of hard to explain to your child in his car seat, talking about mama, why's that girl on top of the hood?
With a G-string on, hanging.
It'd have been hard getting your child out of daycare and taking her home, and the woman, bent over on the hood, man. So as I got her, I said, we probably had to end it.
I had an incident. The last year Freaknik was here, I got caught up downtown.
What was that, 97 or 98?
That the one with Joy Wilbur.
The last
No,
one.
it was different. I was in my car, traffic was stopped,
Oh yeah.
and there was a young brother on Peachtree, man, coming down the street, approaching. We were sitting headed one way. He was walking down the street with a hammer, busting windows of the cars with drivers in them.
Oh, he was just an idiot. Somebody should have shot him.
I drew down on him.
Yeah, exactly.
When he got to my car, I drew down.
Smart man. Smart man. I would have done the same thing.
And just like I said with Kanye, so you're not crazy
Yeah, yeah.
because he
Put
walked
that hand
right around
yeah,
my car
exactly.
and went to the next car.
Yeah, yeah.
I drew that. Now, thank God he didn't try to hit my window, because the mindset I was in at the time,
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna shoot him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then over a broke windshield. But I was gonna shoot him.
Well, you were gonna shoot him off the principality of respect. It wasn't really a broke windshield. It's about just being disrespectful.
Yeah.
And that's what sometimes people are like, oh, you got shot over this. Nah, it's kind of principality of being respectful. So I kind of understood where
I
he's
don't know
coming
why I was
from with
gonna shoot him, but if that's what you say, okay. But I was gonna bust a cap in that ass.
that. Yeah,
And I made that clear.
Right.
But my ultimate hope was that me pulling out my gun and pointing at him would,
Yeah, deter
would
him.
stop the whole thing.
Right.
And it did.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
proves he wasn't crazy.
Right. Yeah.
He knew
went on
he
to
knew
the
to mess
next.
with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unarmed person that was behind me.
Yeah, he was smart.
And he was just walking down the line, busting their windshield. People that were sitting in their
I
car.
wish he'd have done mine. He'd have sure got it. I was
He
like
would've
you,
saw what I
BC. I mean,
It
I
would've
hate to
been-
say it, man, but
would've been rest
I
in
got an
peace.
altercation a couple of days ago, man. These young boys, they disrespectful, man, and they try you as a man, and you got to show them you a man.
Unfortunately.
That's how it is.
Yeah,
In this country.
yeah.
But I'm supposed to put on my bulletproof vest and go to another country and die, possibly, for this shit.
You got some Americans going
I
over there doing it
guess.
for some reason. This
I'm DC Curry.
I'm Bo P.
Mohawk minister.
Mook man in the hazy. Mr. Cone.